Welcome to Willpower Not Required, the podcast that gives you quick, easy, and effective tips that you can use today to improve your health and help you live your life to the fittest. No willpower or white knuckling required. I'm your host, Lauren Whitfield. Let's get started. Today's tip is to learn when to stop. Learn how to hear your body when it's telling you it's full and also when it's hungry. We eat to fuel our bodies and satisfy hunger, but we also eat because we're bored or happy or sad, because it's there, because people around us are eating, because it tastes so good, or just out of habit. For example, you always eat lunch at noon. For the most part, eating when you're not hungry isn't too much of a problem. However, as you likely know, when done regularly, it can cause weight gain and may sabotage attempts at getting to and maintaining a healthy weight. It can also create or ingrain an unhealthy relationship with food. So now emotional eating is extremely complex. So if you find it to be a real problem that's disrupting your life, or you think you might have an eating disorder, it's important to get some one-on-one help from a professional who specializes in those situations. For today's episode, I'm going to give you some tips to help you identify physical hunger and how to notice when your body is signaling that it's full. So we'll start with recognizing hunger, specifically the difference between physical hunger and emotional hunger, like wanting food to soothe boredom, stress, sadness, etc. So emotional hunger comes on suddenly, whereas physical hunger comes on gradually. It starts with a twinge and slowly builds until you're ravenous. Emotional hunger feels like it needs to be satisfied instantly. Physical hunger, at least at the beginning, can be put off. Emotional hunger craves specific comfort foods. Physical hunger may also include cravings, but it's open to options. Most things sound good. So let's pause for a little biology. Physical hunger is cued by a hormone called ghrelin that's made in the stomach. As the stomach empties, it secretes more ghrelin and sends it up to the brain, which then sends messages to the body to tell you that you are hungry. The feeling of fullness, on the other hand, is a result of your brain reacting to chemicals released when you put food or drink into your stomach. Nerve receptors in your stomach signal the brain that the stomach is expanding, while at the same time levels of ghrelin begin to decrease. It takes approximately 20 minutes for your brain to register these messages of fullness. This is one reason why eating a little slower is beneficial. It gives your stomach and brain time to chat and allows you to stop eating before you pass the point of overfull. So, regarding fullness, here are a couple of signs to look for that may tell you it's time to put down the fork. First, the taste of food is less powerful. When you're hungry, your taste buds are extremely sensitive, making food taste stronger and more delicious. After a few bites, this strength dissipates. If you really pay attention, you'll notice that after several bites of something, it gets less tasty, less satisfying, and less crave-worthy. Secondly, your stomach starts to feel physically full. Your stomach, located behind your rib cage at the sternum, and not your belly button, as many of us think, starts to expand as soon as food or drink is added to it. Start to notice how your body feels after each bite, as there are many levels between empty and overfull. When you start to notice these signs, try to take a break. One strategy is to mentally divide the food on your plate in half. Eat one half of the meal, then stop and assess your hunger. If you're not yet satisfied, continue eating. If you do feel satisfied, then maybe it's time to stop eating. Take the food away to avoid the temptation to ignore your body's signals and eat into discomfort. Noticing the signals that your body is giving you is a skill that may take some practice for many people. So just give yourself some time and patience. Once you're able to recognize the signs of hunger and fullness, it's ultimately up to you what you do with that information. Eating when you are not hungry is a choice. It's not a good choice or a bad choice. It's just a choice. Give yourself grace and flexibility. If it's your birthday, eat that delicious slice of cake if you want to and really enjoy it. After all, life is about balance. The power is in the knowledge. If you know the signs to look for with respect to hunger and fullness, then you're in a better position to make the decision to eat or not to eat. Make the decision that's right for you, for the situation, and for your goals. That is living a healthy life, willpower not required. Thanks so much for listening. I'd love to hear from you, so send me your tips, questions, or feedback. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Fired Up Fitness Coaching, or email me at willpowernotrequired@firedupfitness.ca. Thanks so much. I look forward to connecting with you.